Hi, Annette from the Wool and Needle. I want to do a little demo on the Appli-fuse mats and a new project that's coming out. The project is called Fall Welcome, and I just love using the Appli-fuse mats, which we have on the website, and I'll talk a little bit later. But in your pattern of Fall Welcome, you're going to have the full layout diagram. So I'm going to show you how I use the Appli-fuse mat on this project. Let me make sure my iron is on. Yep. So, because this is the furthest back pumpkin, I'm going to start on this side. You can see my mat doesn't cover the whole project, but it still works. Now, you can use a larger mat, and that works great too. So you can see the lines through the Appli-fuse mat, and I always pre-stitch any veins or anything when I can just have this in my hand versus the whole project put together and then doing this stitching. So this goes this direction. Let me get this laid out. So I'm just going to lay that in place and put my little leaves where they go, because I can see those lines through there. And where's my other little stem? Here he is. Lay that one in place. Next, this pumpkin goes in front of the orange. It goes there. The large leaf tucks in underneath here. The other stem, I hope you can see the graphics underneath there. I'm going to tuck that leaf under. A little lint there. What's nice is you can lay this all out. Now this, I'll fuse this much, and I'm going to use steam on my iron. So I kick that to steam. There is moisture in there. And I'm going to hover my iron and let it just kind of heat it and then press down. And it just puts these elements, it's going to make them all into one element instead of having all the individuals. Let that cool a little bit, and it's not real tightly fused. I think of this process as a basting it. I don't need it. I don't want to heat it so much that it would disintegrate the fusible on the back. So I'm just going to let that cool a little bit. I like to peel my mat from the back instead of trying to lift it up. Okay, that leaf didn't stick, so I will tuck that one. Now I'm going to move it over to the other side. Lay my mat back where it went. This leaf didn't adhere, but it's barely under is part of my problem on that one. Get my board on here. This goes here. I want to make sure these line up here. This leaf goes on. I might have an extra leaf. I'm not sure. I don't have it on my graphic. So they're all pretty much stuck. This one might be a little loose yet. Little guy just doesn't want to stick for some reason. And give them a little bit more of a steam on there. Of course, today as I'm demoing, it's going to give me fits. Actually, this little guy goes here like this. Because I have multiple layers, I probably rushed it a little bit. So we'll just give it a little more steam and time. So now they are all fused together. I can pull my graphics out. And you'll have those in your pattern. And I'm going to peel this off. Oh, there, that leaf stuck. So I'm just going to slide that graphic up. I already pre-stitched the welcome on here. So now I can pick the whole graphic up, lay it on, decide where I want it to hit, kind of watching my lines down here, put it on, and now I will fuse the whole product to the background. And I do this very lightly, just enough to hold it in place, and then I give it a better fusing from the back side, because I'm only going through one layer on this side, where the other I had to go through all the layers of the layers of wool. And again, as long as it holds it in place for me to do my stitching, I'm okay. I don't care if it's not perfect. Everything is tightly down, because my stitching is going to hold it down in place. So that is going to be our new fall welcome banner. And then I wanted to show you, we have the Appli-fuse mats. We have a 12 by 12, a 12 by 18, and a 17 by 24, which is really nice and big. So you could get the whole project underneath one mat. I use this for so many projects. I also used it for another project that's coming out. This one is called The Comforts of Home. And it is a box topper. We had, and I don't have this attached on here just for demo purposes, we had Sitting Pretty, and it goes on this wooden box that is a tea box, or you can take the dividers out, use it for trinkets or whatever you want to put in it. But it's fun to make different designs for the tops of the boxes. Again, that's Comforts of Home. So some fun new projects that are coming out. Have a great day.